Yesterday was a big day in the midterm primary season, which is basically the elections before the election, between the elections. Welcome to America. We like elections. Now, there were three big Republican Senate primary contests yesterday: Ohio, Indiana, and West Virginia. People's three favorite states to drive through to their favorite states. 10 hours to Pennsylvania, yay! But West Virginia was the race that everyone was watching. And from the news coverage last night, I can't actually tell you who won, but I can absolutely tell you who lost.
Primary results are in for 4 states. West Virginia voters rejecting the race-baiting, conspiracy-laden candidacy of Don Blankenship.
Convicted coal baron Don Blankenship came up short.
West Virginia Republicans rejected Don Blankenship.
Don Blankenship finished a distant third in the West Virginia Senate race.
That's right, West Virginia. Meet your new Republican Senate nominee, not Don Blankenship. Yay! Now, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a little weird for the TV news to be focusing on a candidate who came in third in a primary. But once you meet Don Blankenship, you understand that this guy might not be newsworthy, but he was definitely great TV.
Politicians are running a lot of crazy ads. They blew up the coal mine and then put me in prison. Now they're running ads that say the coal mine blew up and I went to prison. There's no surprise there.
Actually, I feel like that was a surprise. Politicians don't usually run ads saying they went to prison after they blew up coal mines. Which, side note, rarely happened. 29 people died, and Blankenship served a year in prison for it. And I'm willing to bet with that bourbon and Xanax delivery, no one messed with him in the joint. You know, guys just like, hey man, what are you in for? He's like, the coal mine blew up, and I went to prison. There's no surprise there. I'm like, damn, man, you loco, man. I'm just here for insider trading, man. And believe it or not, that's not even the reason Blankenship's Senate run blew up, right? It's actually for his completely original views on Mitch McConnell.
One of my goals as U.S. Senator will be to ditch Cocaine Mitch. When you vote for me, you're voting for the sake of the kids.
Cocaine Mitch? Are you serious? There's no way that Mitch McConnell is on cocaine. I mean, it is fun to imagine that he is. Like, he's actually only 35 years old, but he parties so hard that he just looks like that now. It would be fun. He's like, oh, do it girl. So Don Blankenship set himself up as the Trumpiest candidate that you can imagine, anti-establishment and definitely not PC, which is why he also ran an ad targeting Mitch McConnell's Chinese-American wife.
Swamp Captain Mitch McConnell has created millions of jobs for China people. While doing so, Mitch has gotten rich. In fact, his China family has given him tens of millions of dollars.
China family? You know, this is one of those things where I know I should be offended, but I'm extremely confused. Because China family, what is it? Like, China family sounds like how your racist uncle refers to fresh off the boat. It's like, change the station, I don't want to watch China family. And the phrase China people was even weirder. What did that mean, these China people? Right? It's a weird phrase, which is why he got asked about it in the Republican primary debates.
This idea that calling somebody a China person, I mean, I'm an American person. I don't see this insinuation by the press that there's something racist about saying a China person. Some people are Korean persons and some of them are African persons. It's not any slander there.
Well, you know, as an Africa person and as American persons, I think we can all agree that that's a bullshit person. I feel like even racists would be mad about this. They'd be like, hey man, we got words for this. We worked hard. You're ignoring our heritage. So obviously, I don't need to tell you this. Mitch McConnell is not a fan of Don Blankenship, which is why after he lost last night, McConnell dunked on him hard online.
Post-election, McConnell firing back with this humorous tweet. McConnell reimagined as Pablo Escobar for the TV show Narcos with the message, "Thanks for playing, Don."
Wow, Mitch McConnell making jokes. That's amazing. It is a bit weird that McConnell is so confident about it that he made himself Pablo Escobar, you know? Like part of me thinks that maybe he is involved with cocaine now. You know, like now that it's over, he's like, okay, now that the heat's off, we gotta get back out on the corners, yo, and push that blow. Remember the price of that $58.94 so it doesn't look suspicious. So Don Blankenship came out of nowhere in the primary race and ended up nowhere afterwards. But even in defeat, this man was TV gold.
It's time to concede, so we're conceding the election. Feel free to hang around. You know, I already paid a big bill for y'all to be able to eat and pick at stuff and drink and occupy this room, so there's no reason to hurry out of here. So you stay as long as you want, and I'm staying upstairs, so I don't have to worry about a DUI or anything. But if I did get a DUI before midnight, they'd send me back to prison for 30 days, so I got to be careful.
This guy just cannot stop reminding people that he went to prison. Anyway, thank you for your support, and just remember, because of me, dozens of people died. Good night, everybody. Good night. But you know what? I don't blame him for wanting to hang around and celebrate, because you heard him. His parole ended at midnight, so he's a free man now. Or as Don Blankenship might say, they said I blew up the mine, and so I ran for Senate. Then they blew up my campaign. So now I'm done running for Senate. But I didn't get a DUI, so I'm free to do what I do best, blowing up coal mines.